Hello, my name is Aylin Turan, first period ELA, presenting my Christmas Carol Motifs. Bob proposed, "A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us," which all the family re-echoed. "God bless us, everyone," said Tiny Tim, the last of all. He sat very close to his father's side upon his little stool. "A Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you," cried a cheerful voice. It was the voice of Scrooge's nephew, who came upon him so quickly that this was the first intimation he had of his approach. "Bah!" said Scrooge. "Humbug!" "Christmas? A humbug, Uncle," said Scrooge's nephew. "You don't mean that, I'm sure." "I do," said Scrooge. "Merry Christmas! What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough." "Come then," returned the nephew gaily. "What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough." In the first motif, the value of family, we could see Scrooge being depicted as he is in the beginning of the story as selfish and greedy, compared to when he later grows within the story while visiting Bob's family with Christmas present and how happy they are together, just enjoying their time, even with so little compared to him being so alone, yet having so much money. As the readers, we come to understand that even when Bob and his family were poor, they were happy together, and show Scrooge on the main thing he's been missing out on because of his selfishness. He was not alone, but sat by the side of a fair young girl in a mourning dress, in whose eyes there were tears which sparkled in the light that shone out of the ghost of Christmas past. "It matters little," she said softly. "To you, very little. There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty, and there is nothing it professes to condemn with such acerbity as the pursuit of wealth. You fear the world too much," she answered gently. "All your other hopes have been merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you, have I not?" "What then?" he retorted. "Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then?" "I am not changed towards you," she shook her head. "Am I? Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so, until, in good season, we could improve our worldly fortune by our patient industry. You're changed. When it was made, you were another man." Motive 2, greed versus generosity, where Scrooge again is being depicted the way he is, being compared to when he at first is with the ghost of Christmas present, being introduced to memories of his past when things were much lighter for him. He begins to become joyous and laughing and just overall incredibly warm and positive, which makes him seem much more kinder, and we get to see different parts of his life that pictured him as a completely different person from the one we knew. As the readers, we come to understand that Scrooge wasn't always that harsh. We can see him being painted in this different kind of setting where he's just completely different, and we can start to understand parts of his story that kind of caused him to act like that, showing us, the readers, that generosity is always found in people somewhere and somehow. The spirit was immovable as ever. Scrooge crept towards it, trembling as he went, following the finger read upon the stone of the neglected grave his own name as Ebenezer Scrooge. "Am I that man who lay upon the bed?" he cried. Upon his knees, the finger pointed from the grave. to him and back again. No, spirit! Oh no, no! The finger still was there. Spirit! He cried, tight clutching at its robe. Hear me! I am not the man I was. Motive number 3, transformation and redemption. In the entirety of the story, we could see Scrooge slowly evolve from our beginning perceptions of him to a much kinder and better person. We can also see, as he canonically states, how he's changed when the ghost of Christmas future kind of shows him his grave, and he gets panicked and screams, "No, spirit, no," etc., and how he's changed and will try to fulfill being a good person and appreciating all the kinds of Christmases. And so he fulfills this by going to Bob's house on Christmas Day, buying him and his family a prize turkey, and being nicer to him and giving him an offer as in a salary. This text causes the reader to realize how much Scrooge has changed within the entirety of the story, and how much better of a person he's become, and how he plans to become much better, showing the reader that in general, all kinds of people, no matter how harsh, can be redeemed in some way.